What's up everyone, welcome back to Gamertag VR, my name's GT and today we're checking out Ironlights coming to the Oculus Quest. This is like an early build, we're going to be checking it out with E the developer. And what's the sort of release time schedule, what are we looking at?
It is going to be coming out mid-February, just after the Kickstarter ends, and the full game is going to be coming out in the spring. I'm trying not to get more specific than that, just to make sure I don't make any promises I can't.
Absolutely, so. And it's also on the Oculus Rift, isn't it, as well? I believe. Yes,
it's going to be on the Rift and Steam VR, so Index and Vive and all those.
Is it cross-platform? Cross-platform, and is it cross-buy?
All the platforms, I haven't fully tested it, but all the platforms should be able to play against each other. Mm-hmm. And also for multiplayer battles, we've got it set up so that you can play the single player while you're waiting for a match. So hopefully there's never any time where you're just sitting in an empty lobby waiting for somebody. It's definitely going to have cross-buy between Rift and Quest. Oculus makes that easy. I wish I could do cross-buy across everything, but the stores don't really talk to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice, man. Yeah, so I'm in the lobby. What do? Do I go on play online or?
Yes. So go ahead and hit multiplayer, and go ahead and hit the button for Armory on the left.
Yep.
And you should see like a mirror of yourself. You can kind of wave to yourself.
And I can pose. The best bit. Nice.
So if you look on the right, this is where you can like change your appearance and all of that. So customize that to whatever you want to look like.
Oh, so dude, that looks cool. Graphics are really sharp. The reflections are great as well. It's really nice and shiny. It looks.
You can make it even shinier in the metal tab. I put a lot of effort into trying to get the armor looking good.
Oh man. Oh, I'm going carbon. I'm going to go duelist with my helmet. Let's have a look what we've got. These are wicked. Okay, I'm going to go with crested. I've got my metal right. And then, oh dude. Customization's so important in this kind of thing. This is.
And that's the game's on Kickstarter right now. Kind of all of those funds are going towards the art studio who built this stuff to make more of these.
Yeah. Man, I am ready.
All right, let me know what accent color you picked, because I'll pick a different one.
I've gone red, which is quite weird for me, because I'm not a baddie. I'm never a baddie in a game, but...
You are this time. The carbon and red, though, is so cool looking. I know why you picked that.
Yes, mate. Yeah.
So back to the multiplayer menu. And then for doing private matches, this game has a system that I call private tags, where basically it'll match you against people who put in the same word or whatever. So that's good for setting up a match against friends, but it would also be cool if you wanted to stream the game and play the game against your fans or your viewers.
Yeah.
Then you could share a tag with them and get matched up against them.
Nice.
I'm just going to put in GT lowercase for my tag.
Okay. And then you just click done, and then you wait, or?
And then hit join game, join private game.
Yes, we're in. Hey! You're looking quite big, quite strong, quite buff. You're looking buff.
This is just what I look like in real life.
Obviously.
I'm not in my pajamas with. Anyway, so I'm going to give you the sort of quick tutorial for the game. Basically, there's 5 different classes that you can choose from that you can see over there on your left. You can pick anything that sounds good, and they all have different weapons and ranged attacks. And I'll walk you through sort of all of them, or whatever sounds good to you.
Right, I'm going to go with Knight then, just at the top.
Sounds good. Then I will go with Monk.
No worries.
An intro sequence.
Sweet, dude. Yeah, this is cool. Do you know what? Watching the video of this it really doesn't give you the sense of scale.
Now that's always the problem with VR games, right?
Yeah. And this looks huge. Whoa, what the? Oh, actually,
it's
got weight as well. The sword's got weight. Nice.
You picked the slowest, heaviest weapon in the game, which is actually perfect for like learning the mechanics.
Okay.
So yeah, if you try to like wiggle it around, you'll see it like it can't quite go as fast as like your hand can. And so when we do melee combat in the game, it's actually going to take place in slow motion. So I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to attack you right now. But try waving it around now, and you'll see way slower.
Whoa.
And so what that means is, if you want to move it around effectively, you kind of have to move like you're in slow motion in real life. So right now, I just hit your sword, and it kind of went like transparent, right?
Yeah.
Let me do that again. So it can't be used to do anything again until you bring it back behind you, which sort of reloads it. But the blades shatter every time they hit something.
I've got a blue line. Oh,
there you go.
And I pull myself towards you.
You can hit me, but I actually can't hit you. I can only block when you're attacking. And so you can try to like hit me to do damage, and then you bring the sword back behind you, and then you can try to do it again. And I have to kind of do the same thing, trying to block you.
And what is this, timed or?
So if you look up on the Jumbotron up behind me, that shows the health bar for each of us and the energy.
Yeah.
If you notice, like when I attack you, my energy starts draining really quickly.
Oh,
and
okay.
I only have that long. I can also, if I hold down the A button and push away from you, I can end the attack early. But otherwise, like you're about to run out of energy in a second.
Does moving take energy as well, yeah? Right.
Starting an attack takes a little bit, but the biggest drain is just the time spent attacking.
Yeah.
Another thing you can use energy for is ranged attacks, which are different for every weapon. So like for mine, I kind of have this bow.
And what class is that?
This is the monk.
Right, okay. How do
and for you, you sort of point your sword like up at an angle, and then hold down the trigger, and then slash across me. Sometimes it'll fire there. So you want it to be like with the swing.
Right, okay. And that doesn't affect my energy at all, by the looks of it, or does it a little bit?
But it doesn't take very much. So unless you're like spamming it a lot, which you're totally welcome to do, you'll be able to keep a lot of energy. So like if I try to shoot it at this bow a ton of times, you'll see my energy starts dropping.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I've got to repress the trigger every time I want to execute this. Like,
you can start to kind of get used to it as just like while you're swinging, you just hold down the trigger, like trigger. Like that. That's perfect.
Dude, how are you doing that really cool Soul Calibur key leak spinny thing? I love it.
That was actually like a direct inspiration for this weapon. So I'm going to come at you, and you try and block me. Okay. It's on there, which means you can block 2 hits, but you have to reload between each one.
Right, okay, so I really don't actually want to pull myself towards you until...
And it's kind of tricky for me because I have to block both blades. It's in to totally block the weapon.
No! I haven't finished!
Well, okay, last mechanic.
Okay.
If you want to get energy back quickly, hold down... Oh, sorry, the A and the X button.
A and X.
And it's traditional to strike a cool pose when you do it.
Okay. I'm sorry, I ruined tradition. I wasn't aware.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, so that gives you energy quickly, but also if you look at the Jumbotron, you see how there's like a pink part of your health bar now?
Yeah. It's affected by permanent health.
So you take double damage in that section.
Oh my goodness. Right, okay. you know what this is going to do? This is good because it's got some depth to it, which means people are going to want to master it.
Oh yeah. It'll be something that's like very skill based that ends up with a lot of competitive play and stuff. Getting a feel for how the different weapons move and how what you have to do to reload them and stuff like that.
Yeah! Ready.
It becomes really natural. Nice.
So, as you said, I can't do damage at this point.
Right now?
Okay. Yeah, it just goes through you. Okay. So, with your staff, does that mean you've got 2 defensive moves per recharge of the staff?
Kind of. So they recharge separately. So, like, if I hit this side, now I have one side that's still here and one side that's not.
Yeah.
And if I spin it around, I can hit with that side while this side reloads.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I can like do kind of spinning moves to attack you too. If you want to fight to the death or skip ahead to some of the other classes, just
yeah, we'll check out. I think we'll go for a fight to the death. Fight to the death for this one.
Should I make it fair or should I not go easy on you?
You do whatever you want to do, man.
Okay. I mean, technically, I'm the most experienced Ironlights player right now in the world.
In the world.
For a few precious weeks left.
Ah. That is crazy combos.
Try.
Oh, this is going to take forever to get my energy back.
Like I said, it'll accelerate up to a point, so it'll start going a little faster. But that is kind of meant to add like a certain element of pacing, especially once our health gets low. Like, okay, how much energy do I really need to take him out?
Yeah.
Willing to wait before he might come after me.
What the? Oh
Gotcha.
no! I only lost to the world's best player. No!
Close game though.
Okay, so I'm noticing cash. What's this all about then?
To be used in the single player campaign for unlocking harder levels, but it's also eventually going to be used for unlocking customization options once we start adding new ones. And the cash you earn in the game to be able to show off your,
Yeah, nice. So there's at the moment, is everything unlocked for the demo purpose?
Yes, and
Right.
it's possible that all of that's going to be unlocked once we hit beta and maybe even the first launch version. But I'm going to be kind of developing the game live even after launch and adding new content and kind of expanding things. Some of that I'm going to want to add to this kind of progression system so that people who've played a lot or who have really gotten to the higher levels and accumulated a ton of cash can show that off in multiplayer. I'm going to hit rematch.
Yep.
The class selection.
I'm going for duelist. I
I
think
will pick duelist as well because this is one of my favorite mirror matches.
I picked duelist anyway. Okay, so so what was the inspiration behind this game? Where
I like a lot of people, I've always wanted a sword fighting game in VR, but I feel like there's different fantasies of sword fighting where like a lot of the popular games out there right now, they're kind of like, the scenes in the movies where like the badass hero is dispatching guys left and right, a crowd of 20 guys. Whereas I think what I was more interested in is like the the duels where people are, you know, like evenly matched, and there's a lot of parry and thrust and back and forth.
Yeah.
So I was trying to kind of capture that. So, okay, for this guy, you'll find is a lot faster, even in slow-mo, than the other sword. And the buckler, the shield, it doesn't need to be recharged when you hit. And so for the ranged attack for this one, try pointing it towards me, holding it close to your body with your sword.
Okay.
And then hold it down, the trigger, and thrust forward. So it's like a thrusting attack.
Right, okay. Yeah, I see. I understand now.
So you don't need to bring it back to do it.
It's like a lance kind of thing.
We use to block stuff really nicely, but it will get smaller with each hit, so it becomes a little less effective.
It's a bit small already. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's really meant to be blocking mostly with the sword, and this is kind of the backup. We try attacking you and just see how it turns out.
Is my sword also something I can use to block?
Yes, in fact, that's encouraged. You know, the shield kind of loses health. It'll get it back over time, but the sword is, you know, good to go every time you reload it. All right, let me try ninja.
Don't tell me you got nunchucks, or is it a samurai sword?
It's katars.
Oh right, okay.
Pretty tricky to deal with, I bet.
Oh, like what's her name out of Soul Calibur? The ninja one. What was her name?
I don't actually know.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but she was excellent. Taki.
Familiar with is the
I think it was Taki.
the assassin from Diablo 2.
That looks wicked. That looks wicked. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait till you see this.
Oh my god, I can't get a hit.
Pretty good for blocking. Oh, damn it, you did get a hit.
Only one
But
though.
check this out.
There was no damage.
Only a little bit.
My shield, dude, is tiny.
That's because it's taking all these hits. You got to block with the sword too.
I've got no
I
energy.
can attack from two sides at once.
My energy recovery is pathetic.
It
Yeah!
does accelerate. Wait.
No! It is hard to get a hit. It's really hard to get a hit.
As I got a hit on you, your energy recharge got slowed down a lot, whereas mine is still rocketing ahead.
Yeah. No!
So now we're kind of in this like late stage of the fight.
Yeah.
Closer that our health bars go down to 0, the less that we're able to do the quick charge up,
Yeah.
you know, to damage in order to kill the other guy.
No, yeah!
Nicely done.
No way! You let me win that. That's 2,000 coins in the piggy
Nice.
bank. Oh, you can save a replay. How would that be viewed?
Save for now, and after we're done playing, we'll go back and we'll take a look at all of them.
No worries. Yeah, I've saved.
So this was the Duelist versus Ninja match.
Yep. So
how about you try out Crusader?
Yep. Crusader. Oh wow. Oh no, it's gone dark.
This one can be fun.
All right, cool. I just saw it at the beginning, man. I got a mace.
Mm-hmm. Night stages yet, which are usually really pretty. So
I just want to say as well, the actual close-up environment detail is fantastic. Proper reflections. The shadows are incredibly high definition. You know, you could have cheaped out on the shadows and you haven't. It is it's not.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. All right, what's this one like then?
So that one, it can be tricky because, you know, it's following its own momentum. For the ranged attack, it's a little like seeking bullet, but if you're not moving the flail, it goes really, really slowly. If you're swinging it fast when you hit the trigger, then it'll come out way faster and do a lot more damage. Oh god, this one's really hard to block.
That's just crazy. At least I've got a decent shield now. Alright, man.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a better shield. Doing the ranged attacks a lot on that one does use up a lot of energy. I like this one because it's like one of the fastest weapons against one of the slowest. Just try to block. That said, you're making it really difficult. Other fun things about the knight, just while we're still doing tutorial. This sword, it goes faster if I'm cutting like through the air with the blade, like along here. Whereas if I'm like fanning it, it'll catch more air.
Oh wow.
Go a little slower. Also, if I'm holding it with two hands, I get like a speed bonus on that too. And two-handed, like that actually limits you in real life in terms of sort of what poses you can do and stuff.
Oh man, this is absolutely excellent.
I don't like it.
I absolutely love it.
Alright, then we're going easy. Okay. Nice block.
No, my shield is pathetic. Alright, cool. Come on, charge, damn you, charge. Nice, I can actually see the shield growing. That is cool.
Yeah, it'll return back to normal. What I want to do is have it so that the shield kind of breaks off in pieces, like pieces, you know, flicking off as I hit it. I haven't had time to implement that properly yet.
That was incredibly good fun. That was really satisfying.
You're getting a lot of hits in. I see why. And yeah, if you like duck and stuff, you can dodge some of my hits.
I'm trying.
Very good space for myself. Okay, here. Should be good.
No! No! That was a bit of an all or nothing.
I don't have enough health to charge up. But what I can do is wait until I think I have enough to kill you in one fell swoop. It work. I basically have to kill you here. Oh, I don't think it's happening.
Come on.
Like perfect defense. Oh, I came close though.
Dude, I love this game.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is cool.
The
This is
monkey
good.
I have here.
I can't express enough how the trailer doesn't do enough. I think gameplay is actually the way to see what's going on with this. So
well, I mean, I hope so. I'm not a professional video editor.
No, nor am I. I'll give it a good shot though.
So what I eventually want to do is in the replays be able to make an automated highlight reel where this moment where the weapon flies into you as an introduction.
It just kind of done that actually. It was just flying in and I caught it.
Oh, that's what I mean. But like, imagine that being exported to a video where you get like those 2 seconds of it, catch it, freeze frame, put your name up on there. Gamertag VR versus. Okay, you've already figured out the spinning, I can see.
Yeah.
It's a little trickier in slow-mo, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and to do the ranged attack for this one.
Oh, sorry.
Let go with your right hand, and just use the trigger on your right hand, not holding down the grip.
Gotcha. Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
Oh, that one is hard to block. Do less damage and go slower unless you pull it back all the way. Let me give you one more tip.
Yeah.
When you charge up like this, so that makes you more vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
When you hit the other guy, if you deal damage, some of that vulnerability goes away. So if you can do enough damage, then it's actually safe to do that charge up.
Okay. Yeah. Risk for reward kind of thing. It's really hard to get hits with this.
So one thing that, oh shoot. One thing that's tricky about that, right now we've got it set that if it crosses through your body, it'll slow down.
Right.
To watch out for with it. Also, you can try attacking with the two-handed stance. Or control.
Yeah. And this is the same thing again. I've got to bring it close to my body to get the energy back.
It's not necessarily the position of the center of it, it's like the position of the tips. So if you like rotate it back, that'll help recharge it.
Yeah.
I can't afford those.
You're letting me win, dude. You're letting me win. But thank you.
Small amount, actually.
This is awesome.
I've played a lot against my dev partner, but I haven't played enough against other people. So people surprise me.
So let's go for a real one then, yeah? You do what you want to do. I'm going to go with my favourite character, which I think was the... Oh, I haven't tried the ninja. Okay, I need to try ninja now. I haven't tried that one.
Here, I'll try duelist against your ninja. Just randomly, we haven't gotten any nighttime matches, I think. I'm not sure if there's something messed up with how it randomizes, but we have a few stages where it's darker and you get these really cool spotlights shining down on you.
Oh man, cool. Well, that's all my energy gone. That was clever.
So they each recharge separately. So if you block with one of them, you can, you don't have to recharge the other necessarily.
Gotcha.
The faster weapons, so they can be tricky to dodge.
Oh, good hits. Good hits. Damn. I was really trying my hardest then as well. That was good.
Something that you get the hang of.
Yeah, so you've got the energy, I haven't got to do that.
Do that. Try it. Nice. Tricky to block this even with the shield.
Ah.
Cheap shot.
The money shot.
Oh, you ran out of energy before you could fire it.
That was a waste of time.
It just automatically fires rather than just canceling the attack. So if I notice you doing a certain pattern, I can basically try to do the reverse of it.
Yeah, I saw.
Yes.
Going for the finisher.
Not going to be able to, though. So now I'm left with a fair amount of vulnerability. What you could do is charge up and try to get a quick attack on me to try to, like,
Capitalize
hit me and
on
make use
that.
of that vulnerability before it goes away.
No! That's my eye, my right eye. That's my weak point.
I suspected as much. You've gotten better at blocking over the course of this match.
I'm trying, dude, I'm trying. It's almost working out the value of something, whether to attack, whether to defend, with the resources I have.
Yeah, like, it's kind of funny. I made all strategy games, like 4 strategy games on the Gear VR and Oculus Go before I made this. And I accidentally turned it into a strategy game. Ah, nice hit.
No way. Oh man. This is actually a good workout as well.
And considering how it's all in slow motion, it's surprising how much it gets you moving. Do you want to see the replay system real quick?
Yes, please.
That's what I saved the replay from, the Ninja versus Duelist.
Yep, that's what I'm watching now.
And so you can just kind of watch the match play out, and you can see there's like a third-person camera giving us a view of it with a few controls for how to, you want to look at it. Right now, it's mostly like a way for making sort of simple, quick GIFs for export. So the camera controls just let you control this like third-person camera that's rotating around them. And so if you wanted to, you see on like on the timeline, there's like a little start and end control.
Yeah.
You can drag that to cover some section of the fight that you like. Plug in an email that you have, whatever you want it sent to, and hit export GIF. And what it'll do is record a video from this camera perspective. What you're seeing is like a little preview in the TV window.
Yeah.
Record that video, it'll upload it to giphycat.com, and then it'll send you a link to that GIF.
Man, thank you ever so much for your time.
Possibly. I was just saying, yeah, you too. Thank you.